Good evening. Good evening. So this is just gonna be quick, real quick. I guess I could put this in our stroll thoughts category because I'm taking a walk, taking a quick little walk, and I have some thoughts. Taking a walk, and I have some thoughts. So I forget if it was because those of you that follow what I got going on over yonder, what I be talking about and the stuff I put on my walls. I am in episode 2 of this discernment series, excuse me, from Pastor Jerry Flowers Jr. He's awesome. So anyway, and I forget if it was episode 1 or 2, and one of the things that he said, which plenty of things that he spoke on stuck with me, but one of the things that he spoke on that stuck with me for sure, he was talking about what did he say? Basically, sum it up. He said sometimes when people disappoint us or they don't meet our quote unquote expectations of them, it's not personal. It really isn't personal. It's not a personal thing. It's an or a personal issue with you. It's a capacity issue. Let me see, because I wrote it down. Yes, he said it's a capacity issue, meaning whatever it is that you are asking of that person, the other person, whether it's a friend, a family member, somebody that you're dating or that you're with, or whatever the case may be. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes they just don't have it in them, and they just don't have it in them, and you're asking something of them that they are not able to produce because they already, you know, reached their max, if that makes sense. They reached their max, they hit their cap, like they're at full capacity as far as what it is they could do or produce for you. So therefore, um, whatever it is that you're requiring of them or that you would like for them to do, reciprocate, whatever, they just don't have it in them, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? So to kind of like quickly touch on what we discussed or what we were touching on earlier in regards to and for this it can be for this because tomorrow we're going to keep it on the men, but for this real quick we could just say man, woman, whoever. Say if it's somebody, good evening, Roy, how are you? Well, I hope. Thank you for coming. So whether it's a man, woman, whatever, if the person that they are with or dealing with is asking of them to be monogamous, and that's something that they're not willing to do or that they want to do, it's not necessarily a personal thing. It's a capacity issue, you know. They have given to you all that you're going to get from them. You know what I mean? So if you want somebody that wants to be monogamous, you're going to have to leave them and find somebody else because once again, they have reached their cap, their max. It just ain't in them. You know what I mean? And one of the things he was discussing, because like I said, it's a discernment series. It's very important to tap into your discernment. For certain things that we require or ask of people, we know that they don't got it in them. So if you know that the other person is just they just don't got it in them, you know what I mean, and you're asking something of them that you know that they can't produce because they reached their cap, you know what I mean, don't even be mad, and really don't even ask of it from them if it makes any sense. if that makes any sense. Hey, Kiss My Cheese, good evening. Hey, Miss Eve, good evening. Hey, Shanice, good evening. Thank you guys for coming. This was just real quick. Let me see if I can put it in the chat real quick, even though I have it on my wall. Let me see. Hold on. I wish I could remember which episode it was. It might, matter of fact, it had to have been episode 2. Excuse me, because episode 1 he had somebody else preaching, which he did a great job too. But for episode 2, well, really part 2, Pastor Jerry did his thing, and his channel is Redefined TV. I forget what the name of his church is, but I just love it. Like today's Thursday, so it's Therapy Thursday. So we have Isaac Curry. I want to say he's a therapist, um, but he's going to be discussing. The title of that is "Are We Equally Yoked?" So I'm going to be watching that later on tonight. Okay, so let me try to find it because I forget when he did this series, but some things are just, most things are just, they're timeless. Because some could be discussed 10 years ago and be relevant today. Hold on. That just really stuck with me because something that would not be considered a tall task to us or a big ask to us is the biggest to somebody who just simply don't got it in them or who has reached their capacity as far as what they have to offer to you. So let me see. How can I share? I'm going to share the whole series, copy link, and put it in the chat. But I've watched 2 episodes so far. Well, two first month's parts. So the next one I'll be watching will be part 3 of the discernment series. StreamYard kicked me out. Whatever. But yeah, what I was saying was when you guys get a moment, if you're feeling it kicked me out when I go and looking at other stuff. So annoying. I don't even know how long I was kicked out for. But basically what I was saying was if you guys have a moment, whenever you get a moment, I think it's important for you guys to tap into this discernment series and to circle it back to what I was saying initially. That really stuck with me. Sometimes it's not sometimes it's not an issue with you. Sometimes it's just a capacity issue, you know? Sometimes what it is that we are asking of or from people They just don't have it in them. And that's where being fully tied into your discernment comes into hand and play, because if you know who you're dealing with, then you know what they're capable of. You know what I mean? And what they're willing to do and what they want to do, what you do. So we'll know what is a big ask and what is not, if that makes sense. Okay, I'm getting out of here. Thank y'all for coming. Watch the series. Bye.